Ooh, welcome everybody, it's me, that one guy from one place at that one time, JGorm110, and welcome to what NHL 24 will say on what will happen during these actual real playoffs. And like I said, I was gonna stop doing predictions with the prediction playoff, and technically I was right and wrong. I'm wrong because I'm still doing a prediction video for the playoffs, but it's for the actual playoffs and not for the prediction series that I did. But without any further ado, we're just going to go on ahead and do it the same way as we did the last video. We'll just only show the ice level of games of elimination chance and go on the way through until we get a champion. So let's go on ahead and get to our first game down in Dallas between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Dallas Stars. So we'll see you all in Dallas. And in Game 1, the Stars destroyed the Knights 9-2 and take the first game of the series. And in Game 1 of the Nashville Predators and the Vancouver Canucks, Vancouver wins in overtime 3-2 and takes the first game of the series. And in Game 1 of the Battle of Florida, Tampa Bay takes the first game, winning 3-1. And in Game 1 between the Capitals and the Rangers, New York takes the first game of the series, winning 3-1 against Washington. And in Game 1 of the first time battle, Winnipeg takes the series 1-0 with a 3-2 victory over the Avalanche. And in the three-peater series, Edmonton takes Game 1 2-1 against Los Angeles. In the iconic series, Boston wins 4-2 and takes the first game of the series. And in the Battle of Ahos, Carolina wins 7-1 against New York and takes the first game of the series. In Game 2, Dallas wins again, taking a 2-0 series lead with a 4-2 victory over Vegas. And in Game 2 between Nashville and Vancouver, Nashville wins 5-4 in overtime. And now the series is tied 1-1. And in the Battle of Florida, Florida takes Game 2 and ties the series 1-1 with a 5-4 victory over the Lightning. And Washington, with a dominant 4-0 shutout victory over the Rangers, ties the series 1-1. And in Game 2, the Avalanche take a 3-1 victory and ties the series 1-1. And in the three-peater series, Edmonton wins again, taking a 2-0 series lead with a 4-1 victory over Los Angeles. And in the Icon series, Toronto wins 5-2 and ties the series up. And in the Battle of Ahos, the Islanders take a 4-0 victory and ties the series up. And in Game 3, now that switched over to Vegas, Dallas is not slowing down, winning 6-2 and takes a 3-0 series lead, putting Vegas on the brink of a sweep. And in Game 3, now that's in Nashville, Vancouver takes a 4-1 lead and takes a 2-1 series lead. And in the Battle of Florida, Tampa Bay wins 7-2 with the 5-goal third period game. And now Tampa Bay leads 2-1 in the series. And New York wins 2-1 in this one, now leading 2-1 in the series as well. And now with the series in Colorado, Winnipeg wins 4-1 and takes a 2-1 series lead. And in the three-peater battle, Los Angeles wins in overtime. Edmonton still has the series lead, but Los Angeles is still alive. And in the Icon series, Toronto wins in double overtime against the Bruins and takes the series lead. And in the Battle of Ahos, one goal was all they needed as Carolina wins 1-0 and takes the series lead. Here we are with 30 seconds left between Vegas and Dallas, as both of these teams are tied at 1. So we're going to see who can break this tie and win this game. If Dallas wins, they take the series and go on to the second round, but if Vegas win, they stay alive. That's a shot here and a good save. Hey, get it down to Carrier. 10 seconds ago in regulation, Carrier to Kolsar, takes a shot, and Ottinger makes a save. Face-off inside the star zone, won by the Knights. Theodore McNabb takes a shot, and it's blocked up high. Battle for the puck, and we're going to overtime. Welcome to overtime between the Dallas Stars and the Vegas Golden Knights. A goal here for Dallas means they move on. A goal here for Vegas means they stay alive. And we'll go in and see you all in the final second. Does a little sidestep, goes in. Goes into the slot, takes a shot, and he scores! And the Stars win the series in double overtime! And in Game 3, Vancouver wins 3-2 and takes the series lead of 3-1. And Tampa Bay wins 4-2, now taking the series 3-1. And New York wins in double overtime, taking their series lead 3-1. And with a comeback victory for Winnipeg, they win and take a 3-1 series lead over the Avalanche. And with a third period comeback for the Oilers, they win 5-3 and take a 3-1 series lead over Los Angeles. And with a 4-3 victory for Toronto, they lead the series 3-1 against the Bruins. And with a 5-3 victory for Carolina, they get the series lead of 3-1 as well. And now we're heading into a lot of elimination style games here. Here we are with 30 seconds up between Vancouver and Nashville, as the Canucks have a 4-1 lead and are looking to win this series. But a penalty is going to be called here as the Predators will go on the power play, but it looks like it will not help them as they're down 3 goals. And so with that, Nashville will lose the series and Vancouver will win. And with that, let's go ahead and get to our next series to see what will happen. Here we are with 30 seconds up between Tampa Bay and Florida, as the Lightning have a 5-2 lead against the Panthers. And I'm going to say that there's no way Florida can score 3 goals in 25 seconds. So, Tampa wins the series and moves on. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get to the next series. Here we are with 30 seconds up between New York and Washington, as the Rangers have a 4-1 lead and are looking to win the series here, as the Capitals are just basically prolonging the inevitable. So with that, we're going to go on ahead and get to our next series to see who will win that one. Here we are with 30 seconds left between Colorado and Winnipeg, as the Avalanche have a 7-2 lead and they are not going down without a fight. And I'm going to say this game is pretty much out of hand for Winnipeg to score here, so this series is not over yet as the Avalanche stay alive for another game. Here we are with 30 seconds left between Edmonton and Los Angeles, as the Oilers have a 7-1 lead against the Kings, and this is very much an elimination for Los Angeles, as the Oilers will win. And so with that, we're going to go on ahead and get to our next series to see who will win that one. Here we are with 30 seconds up between Toronto and Boston, as both of these teams are tied at 3. So of course we're going to stick to this action to see who will score this goal and break the tie, as if the Maple Leafs score and win, they move on to the second round. But if Boston scores and wins, they'll force a game 6. So we're going to see who will get that goal. 23 seconds to go. Face off inside the Bruins zone. Puck is dropped, and it's won by the Bruins. Grizzlick has it. Get it to McAvoy. Trying to find someone open. 20 seconds to go in regulation. Pastrnak now has it. He goes into the zone. Pastrnak trying to get around. Can't get the shot. Heinen takes a shot, hits the post, and it's not in. Battle for the puck. Grizzlick has it. Get it to McAvoy. To Pastrnak. To Heinen. Back to McAvoy. To Pastrnak. He takes a shot. It's blocked up front. Riley has it, and we're going to overtime. He gives it across to Leco. To Carlo. Goes past it to Geeky, who shoots, and it's in! Morgan Geeky keeps the Bruins alive! And with that, let's go on ahead and get to our next series to see if that team can get the victory of the series. Well, apparently I pressed X too many times, but the Islanders win, and they're still alive here. Let's go on ahead and get to our Game 6s now. Here we are with 30 seconds left between Winnipeg and Colorado, as the Jets have a 4-2 lead against the Avalanche. And if Winnipeg keeps this lead, they will move on to the second round. Nichushkin hits the post. Rantanen has it, getting pressured by Scheifele. Rantanen pivots, trying to find someone open. Cross down, and a goal by Nichushkin! It's now 4-3 Winnipeg. The Avalanche have 10 seconds to score a goal and tie this game. 12 seconds to go, face off inside the neutral zone. Puck dropped, won by the Jets. Morrissey with 10 seconds to go. Passes down to Iafallo. Across down the corner. He gets pressured. Makar has it. 5 seconds to go. Makar goes in. Shoots, not in. And this game is over. And the Jets win the series. And they move on to the second round against the Stars. So with that, let's go ahead and get to our next series in the Eastern. Here we are with 30 seconds up between Toronto and Boston, as the Leafs have an 8-5 lead. And if they hold this lead, they will move on to the second round for the second straight year. Domi now has it. Trying to find someone open. Get it to Matthews. Goes around a man. He's got a little bit of breakaway, and he scores! And it looks like that will do it for this game, and the Maple Leafs are moving on to the second round. And with that, let's go ahead and get to our final series between Carolina and New York. Here we are with 30 seconds left between New York and Carolina, as the Islanders have a 4-1 lead and are looking to force a Game 7 in this series. As a puck battle outside of the zone, Carolina going for it. 15 seconds to go. Trying to get some offense going here. 10 seconds to go. Martinook trying to find someone open. Puck is going backwards again. Horvat steals it. Nelson goes in. Just going to waste the time. And the Islanders win and force a Game 7. Here we are with 30 seconds left, as the Islanders have a 4-0 lead. And they're looking like they're going to win this series. What a comeback for the Islanders in the series. And now they get to go take on the New York Rangers in the second round. Another shot, and the puck goes across the crease. Anderson makes a save, and this game is over. So with that, let's go on ahead to our second rounds. Game 1 of the Dallas-Winnipeg series shows Winnipeg winning and taking a 1-0 series lead. And in the first game between the Vancouver-Edmonton series, Vancouver takes the series lead of 1-0 after winning 7-4. And the Lightning take a series lead of 1-0 after winning a dominant 7-2 victory against the Maple Leafs. And with the Battle of New York goes into overtime, and the Islanders take the series lead of 1-0. And in the second game, Winnipeg once again dominating it and takes a 2-0 series lead against the Stars. And Vancouver once again winning another one. Now they take a 2-0 series lead as they beat Edmonton 4-2 in Game 2. And with an overtime winner, Tampa Bay takes a 2-0 series lead over Toronto. And New York Islanders take a 2-0 series lead over the Rangers with a 4-0 shutout victory. Each series is at a 2-0 right now, so let's see what happens if we get all sweeps or we get more games. And Winnipeg wins again, and they've got a 3-0 series lead over Dallas. And Vancouver dominated another game against the Oilers, and now they're up 3-0 against the Oilers for the series. And now Tampa's wanting to join in on this action as they win 3-1, and they take a 3-0 series lead. And finally, we have a winner that's not been the same winners in the second rounds, as the Rangers win 4-1, and now they take a game in the series. Still 2-1 for New York Islanders, but the New York Rangers are not out of it. Here we are with 30 seconds up between Winnipeg and Dallas, as the Jets have a 2-1 lead against the Stars. If they win this, they sweep the Stars and go to the Western Conference Final. As the puck is in front of Ottinger, and he'll grab and hold. 15 seconds to go. Face off inside the Stars zone. Won by the Jets, but it's already taken out. And they have an offsides with 10 seconds. Face off inside the neutral zone. Won by the Stars. Heiskanen, get it to Robertson. Crowd's counting down. Robertson trying to find someone in that slot. He does. Hits Hellebuck with a great save. That might have been the save of the series. But let's see, with 2.5 seconds to go. Face off down. It's won by the Jets. Pavelski still got a shot, and the Jets win. They swept the Stars, and they move on. Well, I hit X way too many times, apparently, again. And the Canucks swept the Oilers, and they move on to the Western Conference Final against Winnipeg. Here we are with 30 seconds up between Toronto and Tampa Bay, as the Maple Leafs have a 4-1 lead against the Lightning, and I'm going to say this game is out of hand for Tampa Bay to come back to tie it. So this series is not over. Let's go ahead and get to our next one. Well, New York has now tied the series as they win 3-1 against New York, and now it's 2-2 for this series. Here we are with 30 seconds left between Tampa Bay and Toronto, as the Maple Leafs have a 3-2 lead against the Lightning, and if they actually hold this lead and win, they'll have another game in hand for them to win and try to force a Game 7. As Nylander goes in, tries to dump the puck and doesn't work. And now Cirelli has it with 10 seconds to go. Empty net for Tampa Bay. A cross ice to Hedman. A shot by Mott. And it's not in. Puck battle in the corner. Crowd's counting down. And the Maple Leafs win and stay alive. And with that, we're going on ahead and get to our next series in the East. And New York Islanders win in Game 5. And now they take a 3-2 series lead against the Rangers. Now let's go ahead and get to our other East again to see if we can finally get an elimination here. Well, here we are with 30 seconds left between Tampa Bay and Toronto as Tampa Bay has a 4-1 lead. And they're looking to take the series here. As Bertuzzi goes in and Vasilevsky makes a save, and I'm going to call it here. Tampa Bay moves on to the Eastern Conference Final. Here we are with 30 seconds up between New York and New York as both of these teams are tied at 2. So, if the Islanders score this goal, they win the game and win the series. But if the Rangers score this goal, then a Game 7 will be here. As Swenberg goes in, a shot doesn't go in. Romanov with 10 seconds to go. Wallstrom goes into the zone, trying to find someone. Can't. Tries to pass it to Lee. He does succeed in that, but it doesn't do anything, and we're going to overtime. Welcome to overtime between New York and New York. If a goal here by the Islanders, they win the series. A goal here by the Rangers, force a Game 7. So we'll see you all in the final seconds. Trying to find someone open. Trying to pass to the slot. Doesn't work. Miller. It's advantage yet. Fox shoots. Not there. Kreider scores. And they force a Game 7. And with that, we'll see you all in New York for that Game 7. Here we are with 30 seconds up between New York and New York as the Islanders have a 3-1 lead, trying to win the series in Game 7 as a score by Palomari. And that should do it. So, the Islanders go on to the Eastern Conference Final against Tampa Bay. So let's go ahead and get these conference finals underway. And well, Game 1 of the Western Conference Final, Vancouver wins 5-2, and they take the series of 1-0. And with the Eastern Conference Finals, they head to overtime, and the Lightning win in overtime. They take the series 1-0. Game 2 of the Western Conference Final is a turnaround as the Jets now tie the series 1-1 with a 4-2 victory. Another overtime for the Eastern Conference, but this time the Islanders take the victory, and they tied the series 1-1. And with Game 3 of the Western Conference Final, Vancouver now takes the series lead 2-1 as they win 6-1. And in the Eastern Conference Final, Tampa Bay finally wins in regulation, and they take the series lead of 2-1. And Winnipeg comes back and ties the series 2-2 with a 4-0 shutout victory. And the Islanders tie the series as well, so both conferences are at 2-2 as New York won 4-3 against the Lightning. And in the Western Conference Final, the Jets now take the series lead as they win 4-3, and that's where they hope they can at least win the series here in the next Western Conference Final game. And on the Eastern fronts, the Islanders win 3-1, and they take a 3-2 series lead. Now let's go on ahead and get down to those ice levels to see who will go to the Stanley Cup Finals. Here we are with 30 seconds up between Winnipeg. Scheifele scores, and this looks like that will be the goal that sends the Jets to the Stanley Cup Finals. And so with 27 seconds to go, I'm going to say this might be out of hand for Vancouver to tie it here. But they do go into the zone. Hoglander shoots, not in. A race for the puck. Scheifele held against the wall. Puck battle. Iafallo had it for a second. Scheifele now has it with 15 seconds to go. Scheifele passes it. Stolen. Hoglander gives it down. Hughes takes a shot. It's blocked. Morrissey gets hit. Miller has it. Cross down the Hoglander. Couldn't get the shot off. Hoglander has it. Get it to Hughes. He shoots. It's blocked. And the Jets are going to the Stanley Cup Finals. We'll go on ahead and take a look at the victory and the trophy ceremony. Then we'll head on to the Eastern Conference Final to see if the Islanders can win it or if Tampa Bay can force a Game 7. A great win for the Jets. This is, I believe, their first Stanley Cup Final appearance since, they became the team of the Jets back in 2011. I don't know if they ever went to a Stanley Cup Final when they were, the Caddies team, as they will not touch the cup. They will not touch the ball. They will not touch it at all. And with that, let's go ahead and get to the Eastern Conference now. Here are with 30 seconds between New York and Tampa Bay as the Lightning have a 4-1 lead against the Islanders. And it looks like the Lightning will force a Game 7 here. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get to Game 7 now. So see you all back in New York. Here we are with 30 seconds left of Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Final. As the Islanders have a 6-4 lead and are looking for goal number 7 to send them to the playoffs. Radish, well, not send them to the playoffs, to the Stanley Cup Final. Kucherov goes in. Horvat steals it. 10 seconds to go. Battle for the puck inside that corner. Horvat gets away from it. Nelson, Dobson, he goes in. He's looking for that empty netter. Doesn't work out, but it doesn't matter because they're going to the Stanley Cup Finals. Now we'll go on ahead and take a look at that trophy ceremony and celebration, as now we have our Stanley Cup Finals matchup between the Winnipeg Jets and the New York Islanders. Ceremonial handshake as we all have to give, and saying good luck to them, and we'll see you all next season for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Lee will not be touching the trophy. And with that, let's go on ahead and get down to the Stanley Cup Finals. In Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals, Winnipeg gets the win and takes the 1-0 series lead with a 6-3 victory. And in Game 2, New York comes back and wins that game, tying the series 1-1. In Game 3, the Jets win 4-2 and take a 2-1 series lead. And in Game 4, New York comes back with a 1-0 victory and ties the series back up 2-2. Game 5, Winnipeg wins 4-2, and they are one win away from the Stanley Cup. Here we are with 30 seconds to go between Winnipeg and New York in Game 6, where the Jets need one win to win the Cup, and they're leading 3-1 with 25 seconds to go. New York has pulled their goalie, trying to tie this game here. They're down 2 goals at home. Face off inside the Jets zone. Puck is dropped, won by the Islanders. Lee takes a shot, not there, and Scheifele is going to the box for tripping. 22 seconds to go. Face off inside the Jet zone. 6-on-4 man advantage for the Islanders. Face off won by the Islanders. Yay! Scores! It's now 3-2 Winnipeg with 20 seconds to go. Face off down, won by the Jets. Morrissey in control, just running inside his own zone, trying to waste that time. Iafallo gets hit. DeMello, Morrissey, 10 seconds to go. Across ice down to Connor. Romanov now has it. 5 seconds to go for the Islanders. They need to get down to that offensive zone to tie this game. Lee can hit the home strum. He shoots, not in, and the Jets win the Stanley Cup in 6. And that's what NHL 24 says will happen in these playoffs. It will be the Winnipeg Jets, the first Canadian team to win it in over 30 years. And with that, that is it for today. We have the Jets winning it all here in our playoff prediction. We won't even watch it because this is it. That's it. We're done. And with that, we're going to go on ahead and talk about Kyle Connor winning the Conn Smythe Trophy, being the MVP of the playoffs. I guess we will watch the trophy ceremony. I did lie on about that. We will watch it. And with that, that's it. Our predictions are fully over. We're done. We're done. It's over. No more predictions. It's the Jets or the Bruins will win it. I really hope neither of those happen. But who's to say? It's all about winning those 16 games. Lowry gets to lift the cup for the Jets as they win it. And that's it. Thank you all for watching. Check back in sometime later in the future during the playoffs for live streams of the actual Stanley Cup playoffs, where I will be commentating over those and reacting to what happens. Anyways, with that, it is me, that one guy from no place at that one time, Jaguar110, and I will see all of you later.